Yeah, just a few technical difficulties, family. So, we got some live-ass music provided by the family. Somebody done called in. Damn, that's some Gye-Nyame shit right there. That's some warrior shit right there. They up with Brother Hatim.
I think I wrote some new sheets. And ooh, I think I want a new dime. See, you blame it for the last time. What am I supposed to do? Yes, I think I found a new girl. You, so little hand, and love something, baby. You did it.
Oh, now they done hung
I won't even wash my sheets.
Was that you on the phone, Quasi Long? Alright, family, here we go. We got everything moving. We got the Spreaker back up. You know, we always got to keep the Spreaker family up because we got those, we got that app out there, right? So we want to make sure that the app is working properly. So we need to make sure we're able to drink our water and get our toast on, right? So we're going to skip the water song this morning. We just going to drink the damn water, right? Let's drink it. Come on, drink with me. All right, hold on. I need one more. Let's go.
Minute by minute, hour by hour, you lose your history, you lose your power, minute by minute, hour by hour, you lose your faith, you lose your power, if it is to be, it's up to me, I feel good about myself, I feel good about the people around me, I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Cause I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Until your good is your better. And your better is your best. Black people, you were once great. You shall be great again. Lose not faith. Lose not courage. Go forward. Uplift the race. Harambe.
All right, family, so here we go. We're going to get straight into the toast. Oh, before we even get into the toast, let's do this now that I'm able to get my mind right. Tonight we got the show, Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. I see you out there as well. And great day, great Kujichagulia to you as well. So, the folk tale we got for tonight, if nothing gets in the way of us having a show, is The Lion and the Fox. Last week we had the Manslayer. Y'all remember that? Right? So this week we got the Lion and the Fox. A fox entered into a partnership. That's bad right there. The Lion and the Fox. A fox entered into a partnership with the lion on the pretense of becoming his servant. Each undertook his proper duty in accordance with his own nature and powers. The fox discovered and pointed out the prey. The lion sprang on it and seized it. The fox soon became jealous of the lion carrying off the lion's share, and said that he would no longer find out the prey, but would capture it on his own account. The next day he attempted to snatch a lamb from the fold, but he himself fell prey to the huntsman and the hound. Wow. That one had a twist. Wasn't expecting it to happen like that. So I'm going to read it one more time. A fox entered into a partnership with a lion on the pretense of becoming his servant. Each undertook his proper duty in accordance with his own nature and powers. The fox discovered and pointed out the prey. The lion sprang on it and seized it. The fox soon became jealous of the lion carrying off the lion's share, and said that he would no longer find out the prey, but would capture it on his own account. The next day he attempted to snatch a lamb from the fold, but he himself fell prey to the huntsmen and the hounds. Wow. All right, make sure you tell your family and your friends. We're going to be chopping it up on that one tonight. This one is going to be this one right here. This one going to require, so I got to think about this. I mean, I can run into it right now, but I ain't going to do that. All right, family, so y'all know what it is. It's time for us to do the toast and salute our glorious and our fantastic ancestors, right? That celebrate the ones that made it possible for us to be here, the ones upon whose shoulders we directly stand. Those ancestors that took care of us when we couldn't take care of ourselves. So, let me get my list together. So first, call on the Creator. By whatever name you choose to call the Creator, we call that first power, that first ancestor into the room, and we say, Ashe. Let's move on. Miles Brown. We call on those ancestors. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman Now, No More X, Pat Mott, Rob Malika Procure, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Miller Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brokro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bills Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Lester brother, Miss Edith Brooke Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta. Damn, I'm going by memory. Hold on. I gotta start. Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kellen Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Augusta Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Flores M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Renia Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vimy Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. To the book. DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Prentup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Dennis Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Andy Charles, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donald Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, Georgia, Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Edgar Armstrong, Claire Fox, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulin Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Melly Miller, Howsey Hatch, Dan Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Colfer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Ava Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Kiwi Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlston Houston, Lev Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, and Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Rami Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Darren Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Jabea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charlie H. Scott. You over there sleep, Cleve?
No, sir.
Michael and Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards, McNabbs, Ann Ferguson, and William Ferguson. All right, family. We made it through our list today, and we raise our glass, and we say our shade. From there, we move to the present moment. You know what that means.
Damn, Rock, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow.
What?
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
That's that thinking music, that thinking back in the past music. You got that. You know what I'm saying? But there is no tomorrow, so we're going to toast this right now, right? Because we know that whatever we do, right, in order to leave a better future for our children, we got to get busy in the now. So let's get busy in the now. We lift up our glass and we salute this now. And where are we in this moment? Let's go and look at it just a little bit. Let's go and look at it just a little bit. All right, so here we go. We are on Kujichagulia. That's my day. That's Gina's day. That's Mr. Nabita's day. That's Sister Tiandra's day. Kujichagulia, self-determination. The demonic principle today is justice. The color is indigo. That's why I got black, because I couldn't. Indigo is kind of hard to get. The Hermetic law is correspondence. Male name for the day is Kwabena. All those Kwabenas, throw up your hands. All the female name is Albina. or Abina, right? Gina will throw up your hands. We got a whole bunch of Kujichagulia energy on this show. All right, so from the emotional emancipation circles, we have the African Center Cultural Virtue and Value System. We have in Warlaw today, we have Cursa, self-respect, and respect for others. In Akan ethics, we got generosity and beneficence. And in traditional Yoruba, we got Ifara Bali, which is calmness. Man, all right. So we lift up our glass to this present moment, and we move into saluting our children, our children's children, on to infinity, family. Right? We are responsible for all the future generations, at least 7 deep. But you know, we mighty enough in this time bracket to affect all the way into infinity. So we lift up our glass, right? We toast. Because family, if we don't handle our business now, as I say, we are generational people. We coming back in the same bloodlines. So go and leave your family fucked up if you want. You know what I'm saying? You going to come back into it, right? So we lift up our glass and we salute our future generations. Brother Kwame say, Miss Lady T in our last per onk would have appreciated her comments on how to reach the millennials. Still need her brilliance reaching out creatively. Uh-oh. All right, Miss Tiandra, you got the signal. She catches us, and she might be on tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, you threw it out in the universe. Let's see how it happens. Cause I think she's been real busy. Cause she's running a program now. As you saw last week, cause she's been posting up. She's trying to hire, so you know she got to get her hustle on. And then on top of that, she got an entrepreneurial piece. And then she's trying to finish the book. Hey, Cleve,
yes, sir.
Can you give me a small glass of water, please? Just like that shot glass. All right. So we lift up our glass to the future generation. We say Ashe. And from there, family, we move to all of our relations. And we toast all our relations. And from there, where do we go? From there, family, we move to that private moment. That toasting moment. That selfish moment. I'm lifting up the glass. I'm holding it up for you. You got that moment, family. Get it while you can. Get what you need. All right? The ancestors creators here. So we toast and we say Ashe. And from there, where do we go? From there, I toast the most powerful being in the room. And guess who that is? That's you. All right? So family, we lift it up and we say Ashe. 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 Man, what's taking you so long just to get some water, man? It don't have to be clean water. Just water. All right, cool. Here, take the rest of it. All right, so with that, we say, oh, we already did the Ashe. All right, family. So it's good to see y'all. I'm gonna drink my now. Oh, for those that like the sweet ambrosia, that want to keep it sweet and don't want to like slow down the aging process a whole lot, and I figured out how to do it. Yes, indeedy. So, now we can have dry ambrosia, super dry ambrosia, just ambrosia, just the sweet stuff for some people, right? Some people don't want all of, so I done figured out how to keep it so that when I bottle it up, that we can keep it at a certain sweetness for a little while longer, because it's still going to age. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So I figured out how to slow the aging process down. Now I haven't figured out how to slow down the process of it jumping out the bottom, but this might help with that. But you know, I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like our image. You know, the shit jump up, you know, it's jumping to get at you. You know what I'm saying? All right, family. So I'm out. I gotta go on do some car shopping today. That was very dry. All right. Family, I'm out. Peace. All right, Spreaker, we out. Y'all have a great day.